In the bottom right location, with impeccable play that last game, we have
웅진 스타즈 Soulkey.
And in the upper right starting location, we have our Protoss player. Can he come back? He is.
웅진 스타즈 sOs.
By the way, guys, we are having this game observed by Legend. We at GOMTV have the best observers out there, Legend in heaven. And they make this cast for us very easy because they never miss anything. So
that's right. They are very
definitely
good.
tweet at them, send them some love.
Indeed. And tweet at Tasteless because he's great.
Thanks. You saw Game of Thrones, man?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Let's not
God.
say anything. Not everyone's seen
All right. Dumbledore's gay. Spoiler.
Yep. Oops.
Oops.
Guess what? He's not going to win the Iron Throne either. Sorry, he died.
Yep. Sorry, he's in Harry Potter.
Yeah. Wrong show. Okay. Well.
Wrong book, too, when you think about it.
Yeah, I guess.
They were books first.
Wrong everything.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. They were movies
They were
first.
movies, and then they adapted them into novels to make more money. I always wonder this, because, you know, most good movies are based off of a book.
Most of them, yeah.
And that's primarily because nowadays, because the movie industry has been losing money, they basically want to take a storyline that's worked already, that's been proven to sell in paper. But you can find movies that they then made books out of.
Yes, they do
And
exist.
I'm always amazed by this. I'm like, I've never read a book because
I
it was based
have
off
when
of
I
a
was
movie.
young, when I was a kid, and they were all terrible.
No, exactly. I'm just trying to think, like, who actually buys a book that was based off a movie or was the movie storyline?
Yeah, no, they're bad.
Like,
They're always bad.
I would rather read the screenplay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Than the book.
Double hatchery. But yeah,
Triple
no, you're
hatch,
completely right.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah,
As we
you're
were
right.
talking, like,
Good work.
I guess that's just something that the movie companies just use to make extra money. Like, well, let's write the book.
Why not?
Too.
I know.
Somebody in an airport is going to, have a layover and buy this.
Well, we see here that SOS actually opened up with a Nexus first Forge Fast expansion, whereas Soulkey just went straight double hatch before pool, and SOS finding that out right now is going to say, you got an edge on me.
Yep. Not a good situation here.
He should cancel that cannon and start again in 40 seconds. That's my opinion.
You ever played against somebody online who's done something like that? You're like, what are you doing? Like,
I never watched the replay of anyone that bad, I don't think. So, I'm not sure.
I think we saw more of that early on in Broodor when people thought they knew how the game worked and then they didn't.
Very true. Is that a completely full wall? No, there's a hole. Okay.
No.
I was
Between
like,
the
wait
game
a
and the
second.
forge, you can fit through.
Yeah. Well, looks like we're getting set up for another macro game here. Do you think it's going to be Stargate again here from SOS?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Stargate is...
I don't think you can do anything but Stargate against somebody who's good as Soulkey, to be frank.
Well, I think he could have a very sharp build, like a very sharp Twilight Blinkstalker build or something.
Yeah, he could do that.
But as far as getting into a macro game, it's pretty difficult to do so if you don't open Stargate. So,
by the way, Artosis, how are your symptoms, man? You've been sick for a while. You got what I had.
I just started feeling a bit better today. I watched a few VODs yesterday, and then I started watching a lot of VODs today. Haven't been able to play StarCraft much. I played like 2 games today. But I'm getting better.
You're feeling better. Man, when I was sick with that, I was just completely bedridden.
Yeah, I was in bed last few days, just lying there.
That's rough, man.
I did beat Ocarina of Time, though.
Oh, that's good.
And you know what is so awesome? Well, I have it for the 3DS.
Yeah,
it opens up Master Quest, which is like a harder version of it.
Oh, don't you love it when games do that? It's like a new game plus, basically.
I was so sad, because I was so sad when I beat it. I'm like, oh, this was so easy and fun. And then they're like, the harder version. And then I played through it a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's a little bit harder. There's like more enemies, so you take more damage.
I don't know how you can make Ocarina of Time that much harder than it was. Like
Everything's hidden in different places and stuff.
Oh, it is.
Not everything, but like a good amount is like reshuffled, and I think you take more damage from enemies, and there's way more enemies in each area. So far it's pretty good. I'll let you know.
I remember when I beat Demon Souls, and I'm like, they give you like a new game plus. I'm like, there's a new game plus for like the hardest game ever made. There's a harder version of the hardest game ever made. What is this?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's super cool.
And then you go and click on it, and it's suddenly Ninja Gaiden from Nintendo.
Dude, Ninja Gaiden is so hard. I tried, what's that game called? Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah, you told me about
and
that.
And I had no idea, because I knew it was hard, but it's like broken hard. It's like poorly designed hard. It's not exactly like, I don't know, like Contra. Contra's like well-designed hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally. Well, we have the same build this game, looking like, from SOS. It's going into that Colossus tech. We'll see if he continues into Void Rays and adds a couple more Stargates coming up. Colossus Void Ray play, very popular at the moment. Has been really since the game came out, although it did fall off for a little bit.
Yeah, briefly.
Yeah. Weren't seeing it as much for a little while. But people have gotten used to Viper timings and whatnot, so we'll see if he goes for that, though.
All right, now as you can see, that cannon that's warping in, it's perfectly walled off, so these links really can't do anything.
And this is quite literally the same exact build.
Oh!
He's...
Oh, how annoying is that?
Nice attempt here.
Can't quite get him.
The Sentry's tempting fate there. And, all right, so it looks like he's pretty stable. Now, here's the thing. I think Soulkey is not... Oh, my God, he's making 19 roaches in speed. Okay, so I was going to say I think he's not going to get as aggressive, but it turns out he's going to get even more aggressive.
I just saw on the creep, I never noticed this on this map, there was like a dead dog with birds eating it.
Was there?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
Right back there. It's just so funny when you notice a doodad on the map.
Yeah.
It's like on a
that
map
happens
played
sometimes.
frequently. All right, warp gate's on the way here.
Yeah, he only has one Void Ray, so these roaches could be a bit of an issue.
The Colossus is going to pop out here, but he can actually isolate the Colossus in between the second and third base here, so you got to watch out for that as well.
Yeah, that is actually one of the most important things. He's going to control that ground up there. The Void Ray will put a time limit on it, but it's going to be long enough.
All right, here we go.
And hold on, it looks like these roaches going to move in here. Oh, they zapped that Sentry. Very well done.
All right, now the Roach is going around the force field here. He's hitting that pylon. The Nexus cannon has gone up as well.
Got a lot of units still coming out, but SOS starting to get a lot of Stalkers himself. The thing is, his Nexus at the third base looking like it's very likely to go down.
Man, he looks absolutely astoundingly good. Zoning out that Colossus Stalker army with one set of Roaches. Meanwhile, the other Roach is hitting the Nexus really hard.
And it looks like that Nexus going down.
And he's going to be able to escape out here on the left side. Beautiful play.
Yeah, but it looks like he's going back for a moment here. He had some units coming up for the flank, and he's going after that Colossus. Great force fields by SOS, though. And it looks like it is time for Soulkey to run away.
Oh, no, he's going to go for these sentries here.
Never mind, he's going to grab that Colossus.
Gets one Colossus.
Wow, and getting some great surface area here for a moment. Trapping some of these Stalkers, killing them off as well. The value that he's obtained through this Roach attack is amazing.
It's incredible. The fourth base taken at the bottom center here. And, it's funny to even say this, but, Soulkey makes Zerg look unfair.
I know exactly what you mean. It's kind of crazy. And in the meantime, he's gotten the Spire as well, so he can actually switch into Mutalisk play. He can go into Corruptors to actually just take out the Colossus. It's really up to him what he wants to do from here because he's got a strong lead at the moment.
Oh my God, he's playing so well, even contaminating that Robo there. So good. Now attacking again over here.
And look at that, surrounding a bunch of these Stalkers. Looks like he's going to get quite a few. 11 Mutas on the way.
Looks like he might even, no, he's going to back up, in fact. Hitting these probes, too. Probes here with no defense.
This is terrible for SOS, man, because with 12 Mutas on the way, if you want to defend against Mutas, 3 or 4 base Mutas, with Blink Stalkers, you need a solid 3 bases. Yeah. A solid, and then you have to have a plan because they can just go non-stop Mutas and you're going to have a hard time, even with Storm.
That's very true.
And the thing is, his 3 base economy is way stifled His unit count is lower than it should be for the amount of units coming out. This is just terribly rough.
I think this is almost checkmate here.
It almost is.
You know, when you get the mutas out like this, and they've lost a lot of stalkers, they don't really have defense here inside the main.
Well, look, his economy is going to be even worse, and as I said, you need to have a solid 3-base economy to deal with this.
You know, man, this could be a very short day here.
It could be, maybe.
Oh, nice. Getting that other Colossus here. Nothing here to defend it. And it goes down. Now, if you notice, Soulkey doesn't have to engage until he wants to here. I think that there's a high chance SOS could lose this entire army here in the middle of the map.
Yeah, I think he just is going to, Tasteless.
And I think he's going to lose this game. I don't think there's any way to even recover from this.
No, I think if he loses these 2 Colossus and all these Stalkers, I think you just kind of have to GG.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
SOS.
He's warping in those Stalkers. Yeah, I don't think so. Shouldn't end up being enough here.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's going to lose these Stalkers, then he's going to lose that Colossus, and that's going to be it, man.
Yeah, certainly. 90 supply lead for Soulkey. GG.
GG.
Ouch.
Damn, man.
Ouchies.
This guy is out of control.
Yeah, he's pretty brutal. So for that game, you know, that little roach, that splurge of roaches that we saw, like 23 roaches suddenly to attack. Now, if SOS had been going for a more dedicated sky toss, like if he had thrown up all his Stargates and was pumping out 3 voids at a time, he would have been able to hold it. But for what he was going for there, which I'm not sure if he was gonna switch into a sky toss, it didn't really look like it to me. It looked like he wanted to open up looking the same as last game, which is neat, but with a slightly different strategy, different unit composition coming up.
I think we're gonna have to see a different strat here from him.
Well, I don't. Soulkey's playing
making
pretty
this
well.
look pretty unfair,
well,
man.
Soulkey like sees one little tiny thing wrong with what you're doing, and then he just kills you.
It's pretty incredible. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to go on to game number 3 here between SOS and Soulkey.